Adam, Seth, Enosh, Kenan, Mahalalel, Jared, Enoch, Methuselah, Lamech, Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The sons of Japheth were Gomer and Magog, and Madai, and Javan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tiras. The sons of Gomer were Ashkenaz, and Diphthah, and Togarmah. The sons of Javan were Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Rodenim. The sons of Ham were Cush, and Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush were Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Raama, and Sabteka. The sons of Raama were Sheba and Dedan. Cush became the father of Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth. Mizraim became the father of Ludim, and Anamim, and Lechabim, and Naphtuhim, and Pathrusim, and Casluhim, where the Philistines come from, and Caphtorim. Canaan became the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and Heth, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgashite, and the Hivite, and the Arkite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zemarite, and the Hamathite. The sons of Shem were Elam, and Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram, and Uz, and Hul, and Gether, and Meshech. Arphaxad became the father of Shelah, and Shelah became the father of Eber. To Eber were born 2 sons. The name of the one was Peleg, for in his days the earth was divided, and his brother's name was Joktan. Joktan became the father of Almodad, and Sheleph, and Hazarmaveth, and Jerah, and Hadoram, and Utsal, and Diklah, and Ebal, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. Shem, Arphaxad, Shelah, Eber, Peleg, Reu, Serug, Nahor, Terah. Abram, which is Abraham. The sons of Abraham were Isaac and Ishmael. These are their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nebaioth, then Kedar, and Abdiel, and Mibsam, Mishma, and Duma, Massa, Hadad, and Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kadema. These are the sons of Ishmael. The sons of Keturah, Abraham's concubine. She bore Zimram, and Jokshan, and Medan, and Midian, and Ishbak, and Shua. The sons of Jokshan were Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Midian were Ephah and Epher, and Hanoch, and Abidah, and Eldaah. All these were the sons of Keturah. Abraham became the father of Isaac. The sons of Isaac were Esau and Israel. The sons of Esau were Eliphaz, Reuel, and Jeush, and Jalam, and Korah. The sons of Eliphaz were Teman, and Omar, Zephi, and Katam, Kenaz, and Timnah, and Amalek. The sons of Reuel were Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mitzah. The sons of Seir were Lotan, and Shobal, and Zibeon, and Anna, and Dishon, and Ezer, and Dishan. The sons of Lotan were Hori and Homam, and Timnah was Lotan's sister. The sons of Shobal were Alian, and Manahath, and Ebal, Shaphi, and Onam. The sons of Zibeon were Aya and Anna. The sons of Anna was Dishon. The sons of Dishon were Hamran, and Eshban, and Ithran, and Cheran. The sons of Ezer were Bilhan, Zaavan, and Jaakan. The sons of Dishan were Uz and Aram. Now these are the kings who reigned in the land of Edom, before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. Bela, the son of Beor, and the name of his city was Dinhabah. Bela died, and Jobab, the son of Zerah of Bozrah, reigned in his place. Jobab died, and Husham of the land of the Temanites reigned in his place. Husham died, and Hadad the son of Bedad, who struck Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his place. And the name of his city was Avith. Hadad died, and Samlah of Masrekah reigned in his place. Samlah died, and Shaul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his place. Shaul died, and Baal-Hanan, the son of Achbor, reigned in his place. Baal-Hanan died, and Hadad reigned in his place, and the name of his city was Pai, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. Hadad died. The chiefs of Edom were Chief Timnah, Chief Aliah, and Chief Jetheth, Chief Oholibamah, Chief Elah, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenaz, Chief Teman, Chief Mibzar, Chief Magdiel, Chief Iram. These are the chiefs of Edom. These are the sons of Israel: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Dan, Joseph, Benjamin, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. The sons of Judah were Onan, and Shelah, which three were born to him of Shua's daughter, the Canaanitess. Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of everyone, and he killed him. Tamar, his daughter-in-law, bore him Perez and Zerah. All the sons of Judah were 5. The sons of Perez were Hezron and Hamul. The sons of Zerah were Zimri, and Ethan, and Heman, and Kalkol, and Dara, 5 of them in all. The son of Carmi was Achar, the troubler of Israel, who committed a trespass in the devoted thing. The son of Ethan was Azariah. Now Sheshan had no sons, but daughters. Sheshan had a servant, an Egyptian, whose name was Jarha. Sheshan gave his daughter to Jarha his servant as wife, and she bore him Attai. Attai became the father of Nathan, and Nathan became the father of Zabad, and Zabad became the father of Ephlal, and Ephlal became the father of Obed, and Obed became the father of Jehu, and Jehu became the father of Azariah, and Azariah became the father of Helez, and Helez became the father of Eleazar, and Eleazar became the father of Sismai, and Sismai became the father of Shallum, and Shallum became the father of Jechamiah, and Jechamiah became the father of Elishama. The sons of Caleb, the brother of Jerahmeel, were Mesha, his firstborn, who was the father of Ziph, and the sons of Mereshah, the father of Hebron. The sons of Hebron were Korah, Tapua, Rechem, and Shema. Shema became the father of Raham, the father of Jorkeam, and Rechem became the father of Shammai. The son of Shammai was Maon, and Maon was the father of Beth-zur. Ephah, Caleb's concubine, bore Haran and Moza and Gazez, and Haran became the father of Gazez. The sons of Jahadai were Regem, Jothan, Geshan, Pelet, Ephah, and Sha'af. Ma'akah, Caleb's concubine, bore Sheber and Tirhana. She bore also Sha'af, the father of Madmana, Sheva, the father of Machbena, and the father of Gibeah, and the daughter of Caleb was Achsa. These were the sons of Caleb, the son of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah. Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim, Salma, the father of Bethlehem, Haraph, the father of Beth Gader. Shobal, the father of Kiriath Jearim, had sons, Haroeh, half of the Menahoth. The families of Kiriath Jearim were the Ithrites, and the Puthites, and the Shumathites, and the Mishraites. Of them came the Zorathites and the Eshtaolites. The sons of Salma were Bethlehem, the Netophathites, Atroth Beth Joab, half of the Manathahites, and the Zorahites. The sons of Salma were Bethlehem, the Netophathites, Atroth Beth Joab, half of the Manahathites, and the Zorites. The families of scribes who lived at Jabez were the Tirathites, the Shemaathites, and the Sukkothites. These are the Kenites who came from Hamath, the father of the house of Rechab. Now these were the sons of David who were born to him in Hebron. The firstborn, Amnon of Ahinoam the Jezreelitite. The second, Daniel of Abigail the Carmelitite. The third, Absalom the son of Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur. The fourth, Adonijah the son of Haggith. The fifth, Shephatiah of Abital. The sixth, Ithream by Eglah his wife. 6 were born to him in Hebron, and there he reigned 7 years and 6 months. In Jerusalem he reigned 33 years. The sons also of Hezron who were born to him were Jerahmeel, Ram, and Chelubai. Ram became the father of Amminadab, and Amminadab became the father of Nahshon, prince of the children of Judah. And Nahshon became the father of Salma, and Salma became the father of Boaz, and Boaz became the father of Obed, and Obed became the father of Jesse, and Jesse became the father of his firstborn Eliav, and Amminadab the second, and Shemaiah the third, Nathanael the fourth, Radai the fifth, Ozem the sixth, and David the seventh. Their sisters were Zeruiah and Abigail. The sons of Zeruiah were Abishai, Joab, and Asahel, 3 in all. Abigail bore Amasa, and the father of Amasa was Jether, the Ishmaelite. Caleb, the son of Hezron, became the father of children of Azubah, his wife, and of Jerioth, and these were her sons, Jesher, Shobab, and Ardon. Azubah died, and Caleb took to him Ephrath, who bore him Hur. Hur became the father of Uri, and Uri became the father of Bezalel. Afterward Hezron went in to the daughter of Machir, the father of Gilead, whom he took as wife when he was 60 years old, and she bore him Seguv. Seguv became the father of Jair, who had 23 cities in the land of Gilead. Geshur and Aram took the towns of Jair from them, with Kenath and its villages, even 60 cities. All these were the sons of Machir, the father of Gilead. After Hezron died in Caleb Ephrathah, then Abijah, Hezron's wife, bore him Ashur, the father of Tekoa. The sons of Jerahmeel, the firstborn of Hezron, were Ram, the firstborn, and Bunah, and Oren, and Ozem, and Ahijah. Jerahmeel had another wife, whose name was Atara. She was the mother of Onam. The sons of Ram, the firstborn of Jerahmeel, were Maaz, and Jamin, and Eker. The sons of Onam were Shammai and Jada. The sons of Shammai were Nadab and Abishur. The name of the wife of Abishur was Abihail, and she bore him Arban and Molid. The sons of Nadab were Seled and Apaim, but Seled died without children. The son of Apaim was Ishi. The son of Ishi was Sheshan. The son of Sheshan was Alai. The sons of Jada, the brother of Shammai, were Jether and Jonathan, and Jether died without children. The sons of Jonathan were Peleth and Zaza. These were the sons of Jerahmeel. And these were born to him in Jerusalem, Shemaiah, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon, 4 in all, of Bathsheba, the daughter of Amiel, Ibhar, Elishama, Eliphelet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphelet, 9 in all. All these were the sons of David, besides the sons of the concubines, and Tamar was their sister. Solomon's son was Rehoboam, Abijah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Joram his son, Ahaziah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Ammon his son, Josiah his son. The sons of Josiah were the firstborn, Johanan, the second, Jehoiakim, the third, Zedekiah, and the fourth, Shallum. The sons of Jehoiakim were Jeconiah his son, and Zedekiah his son. The sons of Jeconiah the captive were Shealtiel his son, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shenazzar, Jechamiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah. The sons of Pedaiah were Zerubbabel and Shimei. The sons of Zerubbabel were Meshullam and Hananiah, and Shelomith was their sister. Also Hashubah, Ohel, Berechiah, Hasadiah, Jushab, Hesed, 5 in all. The sons of Hananiah were Pelatiah and Jeshaiah. The sons of Raphiah, the sons of Arnan, the sons of Obadiah, the sons of Shechaniah. The son of Shechaniah was Shemaiah. Shemaiah and his sons were Hattush, Igal, Bariah, Neariah, and Shaphat, 6 in all. The sons of Neariah were Elionai, Hizkiah, and Azrikam, 3 in all. The sons of Elionai were Hodaviah, Eliashiv, Peliah, Akub, Johanan, Deliah, and Anani, 7 in all. The sons of Judah were Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reaiah, the son of Shobal, became the father of Jahath, and Jahath became the father of Ahumai and Lahad. These are the families of the Zorathites. These were the sons of the father of Etam, Jezreel and Ishma, and Idbash, and the name of their sister was Hazelelponi, and Penuel, the father of Gedor, and Ezer, the father of Husha. These are the sons of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah, the father of Bethlehem. The sons of Simeon were Nemuel, Jamin, Jarib, Zerah, and Shaul. Shallum his son, Mibsam his son, Mishma his son. The sons of Mishma were Hamuel his son, Zakur his son, Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers didn't have many children, neither did all their family multiply like the children of Judah. They lived at Beersheba and Molada and Hazar Shual, and at Bilhah, and at Ezem, and at Tolad, and at Bethuel, and at Hormah, and at Ziklag, and at Beth Markaboth, and Hazar Susim, and at Beth Biri, and at Shara'aim. These were their cities to the reign of David. Their villages were Etam, and Ain, Rimmon, and Tochen, and Ashan, 5 cities, and all their villages that were around the same cities to Baal. These were their habitations, and they have their genealogy. Meshobab, and Jamlech, and Joshua, the son of Amaziah, and Joel, and Jehu, the son of Yoshibiah, the son of Sariah, the son of Asiel, and Elionai, and Jaakobah, and Jeshohaiah, and Asaiah, and Adiel, and Jesimiel, and Benaiah, and Ziza, the son of Shiphi, the son of Alon, the son of Jediah, the son of Shimri, the son of Shemaiah. These mentioned by name were princes in their families, and their fathers' houses increased greatly. They went to the entrance of Gedor, even to the east side of the valley, to seek pasture for their flocks. They found fat pasture and good, and the land was wide and quiet and peaceable, for those who lived there before were of Ham. These written by name came in the days of Hezekiah king of Judah, and struck their tents, and the Meonim who were found there, and destroyed them utterly to this day, and lived in their place, because there was pasture there for their flocks. Some of them, even the sons of Simeon, 500 men, went to Mount Seir, having for their captains Pelatiah and Neariah, and Rephaiah, and Uzziel, the sons of Ishi. They struck the remnant of the Amalekites who escaped, and have lived there to this day. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, for he was the firstborn, but because he defiled his father's couch, his birthright was given to the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel, and the genealogy is not to be reckoned after the birthright. For Judah prevailed above his brothers, and of him came the prince, but the birthright was Joseph's. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, were Hanoch, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. Ashur, the father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Helah and Naara. Naara bore him Ahutzam, and Hefer, and Temeni, and Ha'ashtari. These were the sons of Naara. The sons of Helah were Zereth, Idzar, and Ethnan. Hakkoz became the father of Anub, and Zobeba, and the families of Aharhel, the son of Harhum. Jabez was more honorable than his brothers, and his mother named him Jabez, saying, Because I bore him with sorrow. Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, Oh, that you would bless me indeed, and enlarge my border, and that your hand might be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that it not be to my sorrow. God granted him that which he requested. Chelub, the brother of Shuha, became the father of Mehir, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton became the father of Beth Rapha, and Paseah, and Tehinnah, the father of Ir Nahash. These are the men of Reka. The sons of Kenaz were Othniel and Sariah. The son of Othniel was Hathath. Meonothai became the father of Ophrah, and Sariah became the father of Joab, the father of Geharhashim, for they were craftsmen. The sons of Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, were Iru, Elah, and Naam. The sons of Elah, Kenaz. The sons of Jehalelel were Ziph, Ziphah, Tiriah, and Asarel. The sons of Ezra were Jeter, Mered, Efer, and Jalon. And Mered's wife bore Miriam, and Shammai, and Ishba, the father of Eshtemoa. His wife, the Jewess, bore Jared, the father of Gedor, and Heber, the father of Soko, and Jekuthiel, the father of Zanoah. These are the sons of Bithia, the daughter of Pharaoh, whom Mered took. The sons of the wife of Hodiah, the sister of Naham, were the father of Keilah, the Garmite, and Eshtemoa, the Maacathite. The sons of Shimon were Amnon, Rinah, Ben-Hanan, and Tilon. The sons of Ishi were Zoheth and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, the son of Judah, were the father of Lecah, Laadah, the father of Maresha, and the families of the house of those who worked fine linen, of the house of Ashbeah, and Joachim, and the men of Kozeba, and Joash, and Saraph, who ruled in Moab, and Yashub-Bilehem. The records are ancient. These were the potters and the inhabitants of Netaim and Gedera. There they lived with the king for his work. The children of the half-tribe of Manasseh lived in the land. They increased from Bashan to Baal Hermon and Senir and Mount Hermon. These were the heads of their fathers' houses, even Epher and Ishi and Eliel and Azriel and Jeremiah and Hodaviah and Jardiel, mighty men of valor, famous men, heads of their fathers' houses. They trespassed against the God of their fathers and played the prostitute after the gods of the peoples of the land, whom God destroyed before them. The God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, and the spirit of Tilgath-Pilneser, king of Assyria, and he carried them away, even the Reubenites and the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and brought them to Halah, and Habor, and Hara, and to the river of Gozen, to this day. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Kohath were Amram, Itzhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The children of Amram were Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Eleazar became the father of Phinehas. Phinehas became the father of Abishua, and Abishua became the father of Bukki, and Bukki became the father of Utzi, and Utzi became the father of Zeriah, and Zeriah became the father of Meraioth, and Meraioth became the father of Amariah, and Amariah became the father of Achitub, and Achitub became the father of Zadok, and Zadok became the father of Ahimaaz, and Ahimaaz became the father of Azariah, and Azariah became the father of Johanan, and Johanan became the father of Azariah. He it is who executed the priest's office in the house that Solomon built in Jerusalem. And Azariah became the father of Amariah, and Amariah became the father of Achitub, and Achitub became the father of Zadok, and Zadok became the father of Shallum, and Shallum became the father of Hilkiah, and Hilkiah became the father of Azariah, and Azariah became the father of Sariah, and Sariah became the father of Jehozadak. Jehozadak went into captivity when for everyone carried away Judah and Jerusalem by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. These are the names of the sons of Gershon, Libni and Shimei. The sons of Kohath were Amram, and Itzar, and Hebron, and Utziel. The sons of Merari were Mali and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites, according to their fathers' houses. Of Gershon, Libni his son, Jahath his son, Zimmah his son, Joah his son, Iddo his son, Zerah his son, Jeatherai his son. The sons of Kohath were Aminadav his son, Korah his son, Asir his son, Elkanah his son, Ebiasaph his son, Asir his son, Tahath his son, Uriel his son, Uzziah his son, and Shaul his son. The sons of Elkanah were Amasai and Ahimoth. As for Elkanah, the sons of Elkanah were Zophai his son, Nahath his son, Eliav his son, Jehoram his son, and Elkanah his son. The sons of Samuel were Joel, the firstborn, and Abijah the second. The sons of Merari were Mali, Libni his son, Shimei his son, Uzzah his son, Shemaiah his son, Hagiah his son, and Asaiah his son. The sons of Joel were Shemaiah his son, Gog his son, Shimei his son, Micah his son, Reaiah his son, Baal his son, Beerah his son, whom Tilgath-Pilneser, king of Assyria, carried away captive. He was prince of the Reubenites. His brothers by their families, when the genealogy of their generations was reckoned, were the chief Jael, and Zechariah, and Bela, the son of Azaz, the son of Shema, the son of Joel, who lived in Haroah, even to Nebo and Baal-Meon. And eastward he lived, even to the entrance of the wilderness from the river Euphrates, because their livestock were multiplied in the land of Gilead. In the days of Saul they made war with the Hagrites, who fell by their hand, and they lived in their tents throughout all the land east of Gilead. The sons of Gad lived opposite them, in the land of Bashan, to Salekah. Joel the chief, and Shapham the second, and Janai, and Shaphat in Bashan. Their brothers of their fathers' houses were Michael, Meshullam, Sheba, Jorai, Jachan, Zia, and Eber, 7 in all. These were the sons of Abihail, the son of Huri, the son of Jaroah, the son of Gilead, the son of Michael, the son of Jeshishai, the son of Jardo, the son of Buz, Achi, the son of Abdiel, the son of Guni, chief of their fathers' houses. They lived in Gilead, in Bashan, and in its towns, and in all the suburbs of Sharon, as far as their borders. All these were reckoned by genealogies in the days of Jotham, king of Judah, and in the days of Jeroboam, king of Israel. The sons of Reuben and the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, of valiant men, men able to bear buckler and sword, and to shoot with bow, and skillful in war, were 44,760 that were able to go out to war. They made war with the Hagrites, with Jetur and Naphish and Nodab. They were helped against them, and the Hagrites were delivered into their hand, and all who were with them, for they cried to God in the battle, and he was entreated of them, because they put their trust in him. They took away their livestock, of their camels 50,000, and of sheep 250,000, and of donkeys 2,000, and of men 100,000. For there fell many slain, because the war was of God. They lived in their place until the captivity. These are they whom David set over the service of song in the house of Forever One, after the ark had come to rest. They ministered with song before the tabernacle of the tent of meeting until Solomon had built the house of Forever One in Jerusalem, and they waited on their office according to their order. These are those who waited, and their sons. Of the sons of the Kohathites were Heman the singer, the son of Joel, the son of Samuel, the son of Elkanah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Eliel, the son of Toah, the son of Zuph, the son of Elkanah, the son of Mahath, the son of Amasai, the son of Elkanah, the son of Joel, the son of Azariah, the son of Zephaniah, the son of Tahath, the son of Asir, the son of Ebiasaph, the son of Korah, the son of Itzar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, the son of Israel. His brother Asaph, who stood on his right hand, even Asaph the son of Berechiah, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Michael, the son of Baasiah, the son of Melchijah, the son of Ethni, the son of Zerah, the son of Adiah, the son of Ethan, the son of Zimmah, the son of Shimei, the son of Jahath, the son of Gershom, the son of Levi. On the left hand, their brothers, the sons of Merari, were Ethan, the son of Kishi, the son of Abdi, the son of Maluch, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Amaziah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Amzi, the son of Bani, the son of Shemer, the son of Mali, the son of Mushi, the son of Merari, the son of Levi. Their brothers, the Levites, were appointed for all the service of the tabernacle of the house of God. But Aaron and his sons offered on the altar of burnt offering and on the altar of incense for all the work of the most holy place, and to make atonement for Israel, according to all that Moses the servant of God had commanded. These are the sons of Aaron: Eleazar his son, Phinehas his son, Abishua his son, Bukki his son, Utzi his son, Zariah his son, Merioth his son, Amariah his son, Achituf his son, Zadok his son, Ahimaaz his son. Now these are their dwelling places according to their encampments in the borders, to the sons of Aaron, of the families of the Kohathites, for theirs was the first lot. To them they gave Hebron in the land of Judah, and its suburbs around it. But the fields of the city, and its villages, they gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh. To the sons of Aaron they gave the cities of refuge, Hebron, Libnah, also with its suburbs, and Jatir, and Eshtemoa with its suburbs, and Hilen with its suburbs, Debir with its suburbs, and Ashan with its suburbs, and Beth Shemesh with its suburbs. And out of the tribe of Benjamin, Gebal with its suburbs, and Alemeth with its suburbs, and Anathoth with its suburbs. All their cities throughout their families were 13 cities. To the rest of the sons of Kohath were given by lot, out of the family of the tribe, out of the half-tribe, the half of Manasseh, 10 cities. To the sons of Gershom, according to their families, out of the tribe of Issachar, and out of the tribe of Asher, and out of the tribe of Naphtali, and out of the tribe of Manasseh in Bashan, 13 cities. To the sons of Merari were given by lot, according to their families, out of the tribe of Reuben, and out of the tribe of Gad, and out of the tribe of Zebulun, 20 cities. The children of Israel gave to the Levites the cities with their suburbs. They gave by lot out of the tribe of the children of Judah, and out of the tribe of the children of Simeon, and out of the tribe of the children of Benjamin, these cities which are mentioned by name. Some of the families of the sons of Kohath had cities of their borders out of the tribe of Ephraim. They gave to them the cities of refuge, Shechem in the hill country of Ephraim with its suburbs, Gezer also with its suburbs, and Jokmeam with its suburbs, and Beth Horon with its suburbs, and Aijalon with its suburbs, and Gath Rimmon with its suburbs. And out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Aner with its suburbs, and Bileam with its suburbs, for the rest of the family of the sons of Kohath. To the sons of Gershom were given out of the family of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan in Bashan, with its suburbs, and Ashtaroth with its suburbs, and out of the tribe of Issachar, Kedesh with its suburbs, Daberath with its suburbs, and Ramoth with its suburbs, and Anem with its suburbs, and out of the tribe of Asher, Mashal with its suburbs, and Abdon with its suburbs, and Hukok with its suburbs, and Rehov with its suburbs, and out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee with its suburbs, and Hammon with its suburbs, and Kiriathaim with its suburbs. To the rest of the Levites, the sons of Merari, were given out of the tribe of Zebulun, Rimmon with its suburbs, Tabor with its suburbs, and beyond the Jordan at Jericho on the east side of the Jordan were given them out of the tribe of Reuben, Bezer in the wilderness with its suburbs, and Jaza with its suburbs, and Kedemoth with its suburbs, and Mephaath with its suburbs, and out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth in Gilead with its suburbs, and Mahanaim with its suburbs, and Heshbon with its suburbs, and Jazer with its suburbs. Of the sons of Issachar, Tola, Puah, Jashub, and Shimron, 4 in all. The sons of Tola were Utzi, Rephaiah, Jeriel, Jamai, Ibsam, and Shemuel, heads of their fathers' houses, of Tola, mighty men of valor in their generations. Their number in the days of David was 22,600. The son of Utzi was Izraiah. The sons of Izraiah were Michael, Obadiah, Joel, Ishaiah, all 5 of them chief men. With them, by their generations, after their fathers' houses, were bands of the army for war, 36,000, for they had many wives and sons. Their brothers among all the families of Issachar, mighty men of valor, reckoned in all by genealogy, were 87,000. The sons of Benjamin were Bela, Becher, and Jediael, 3 in all. The sons of Bela were Ezbon, Utzi, Utziel, Jerimoth, and Iri, 5 in all, heads of fathers' houses, mighty men of valor, and they were reckoned by genealogy 22,034. The sons of Becher were Zemira, Joash, Eliezer, Elionai, Omri, Jeremoth, Abijah, Anathoth, and Alemeth. All these were the sons of Becher. They were reckoned by genealogy after their generations, heads of their fathers' houses, mighty men of valor, 20,200. The son of Jediael was Bilhan. The sons of Bilhan were Jeush, Benjamin, Ehud, Kenana, Zethan, Tarshish, and Ahishahar. All these were sons of Jediael, according to the heads of their fathers' houses, mighty men of valor, 17,200 who were able to go out in the army for war. Shuppim also and Huppim, the sons of Ir, Hushim, the sons of Acher. The sons of Naphtali were Jaziel, Guni, Jezer, and Shalom, the sons of Bilhah. The sons of Manasseh were Azriel, whom his concubine the Aramitess bore. She also bore Machir, the father of Gilead. Machir took a wife from the Huppim and Shuppim, whose sister's name was Maacah, and the name of the second was Zelophehad, and Zelophehad had daughters. Maacah, the wife of Machir, bore a son, and she named him Peresh, and the name of his brother was Sheresh, and his sons were Ulam and Rakem. The son of Ulam was Bedan. These were the sons of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. His sister Hamolechet bore Ishod, and Abiezer, and Mala. The sons of Shemida were Ahian, and Shechem, and Likhi, and Anyam. The sons of Ephraim were Shutela, and Bered his son, and Tahath his son, and Eleada his son, and Tahath his son, and Zabad his son, and Shutela his son, and Ezer and Elead, whom the men of Gath who were born in the land killed, because they came down to take away their livestock. Ephraim their father mourned many days, and his brothers came to comfort him. He went in to his wife, and she conceived, and bore a son, and he named him Beriah, because it went evil with his house. His daughter was Sheerah, who built Beth Horon the lower and the upper, and Utzen Sheerah. Repha was his son, and Resheph, and Telah his son, and Tahan his son, Ladan his son, Amihud his son, Elishama his son, Nun his son, Joshua his son. Their possessions and habitations were Bethel and its towns, and eastward Naaran, and westward Gezer with its towns. Shechem also had its towns, Teadzah and its towns, and by the borders of the children of Manasseh, Beth-shean and its towns, Taanach and its towns, Megiddo and its towns, Dor and its towns. In these lived the children of Joseph the son of Israel. The sons of Asher were Imnah, Ishva, Ishvi, and Beriah, and Serah was their sister. The sons of Beriah were Heber and Malchiel, who was the father of Birsaith. Heber became the father of Japhlet, and Shomer, and Hotham, and Shua their sister. The sons of Japhlet were Pasach, Bimhal, and Ashvath. These are the children of Japhlet. The sons of Shemer were Ahi, Rochga, Jehubah, and Aram. The sons of Helem, his brother, were Zophah, Imnah, Shelesh, and Amal. The sons of Zophah were Suha, Harnepha, Shual, Beri, Imrah, Bezer, Hod, Shammah, Shilshah, Ithran, and Be'erah. The sons of Jether were Jephunneh, Pispa, and Ara. The sons of Ulah were Ara, Haniel, and Rizia. All these were the children of Asher, heads of the fathers' houses, choice and mighty men of valor, chief of the princes. The number of them, reckoned by genealogy for service in war, was 26,000 men. Benjamin became the father of Bela, his firstborn, Ashbel the second, and Ahara the third, Noah the fourth, and Rapha the fifth. Bela had sons, Adar, Gera, Abihud, Abishua, Naaman, Ahoa, Gera, Shephuphan, and Huram. These are the sons of Ehud, the heads of fathers' houses of the inhabitants of Geba, and they carried them captive to Manahath. Naaman, Ahijah, and Gera, who carried them captive. He became the father of Uzzah and Ahihud. Shaharaim became the father of children in the field of Moab, after he had sent them away. Hushim and Baara were his wives. By Hodash his wife he became the father of Jobab, Zibiah, Mesha, Malkam, Jeus, Shakia, and Mirma. These were his sons, heads of fathers' houses. Of Hushim he became the father of Ahitub and Elpaal. The sons of Elpaal were Eber, Misham, Shemed, who built Ono and Lod with its towns, Beriah, Shema, who were heads of fathers' houses, of the inhabitants of Aijalon, who put to flight the inhabitants of Gath, Ahio, Shashak, Jeremoth, Zebadiah, Arad, Eder, Michael, Ishpa, Joah, the sons of Beriah, Zebadiah, Meshulam, Hizki, Heber, Ishmerai, Isliah, Jobab, the sons of Elpaal, Jakim, Zikri, Zabdi, Elianai, Zilethai, Eliel, Adiah, Beriah, Shimrath, the sons of Shimei, Ishpan, Eber, Eliel, Abdon, Zikri, Hanan, Hananiah, Elam, Anthothijah, Ishtaiah, Penuel, the sons of Shashak, Shamsherai, Shahariah, Athaliah, Jaareshia, Elijah, and Zikri, the sons of Jeroham. These were the heads of fathers' houses throughout their generations, chief men. These lived in Jerusalem. In Gibeon there lived the father of Gibeon, Jael, whose wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son, Abdon, and Zur, and Kish, and Baal, and Nadav, and Gedor, and Achio, and Zecher. Mikloth became the father of Shemaiah. They also lived with their brothers in Jerusalem, over against their brothers. Ner became the father of Kish, and Kish became the father of Saul, and Saul became the father of Jonathan, and Malchishua, and Abinadab, and Eshbaal. The son of Jonathan was Merib-Baal, and Merib-Baal became the father of Micah. The sons of Micah were Pithon, Melech, Tereah, and Ahaz. Ahaz became the father of Jehoiada, and Jehoiada became the father of Alemeth, and Asmaveth, and Zimri became the father of Mosa. Mosa became the father of Binea. Rapha was his son, Eleazar his son, Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, whose names are these: Azrikam, Bocheru, and Ishmael, and Shariah, and Obadiah, and Hanan. All these were the sons of Azel. The sons of Eshek, his brother, were Ulam, his firstborn, Yerush the second, and Eliphelet the third. The sons of Ulam were mighty men of valor, archers, and had many sons, and sons' sons, 150. All these were of the sons of Benjamin. So Israel were reckoned by genealogies, and behold, they are written in the book of the kings of Israel. Judah was carried away captive to Babylon for their disobedience. Now the first inhabitants who lived in their possessions in their cities were Israel, the priests, the Levites, and the Nethinim. In Jerusalem lived of the children of Judah, and of the children of Benjamin, and of the children of Ephraim and Manasseh, Uthai the son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Bani, of the children of Perez, the son of Judah. Of the Shilonites were Asaiah the firstborn, and his sons. Of the sons of Zerah were Jehuah, and their brothers, 690. Of the sons of Benjamin were Salu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Hodaviah, the son of Hasenua, and Ibneah, the son of Jeroham, and Elah, the son of Utzi, the son of Michri, and Meshullam, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Reuel, the son of Ibnijah, and their brothers, according to their generations, 956. All these men were heads of fathers' houses by their fathers' houses. Of the priests were Jediah and Jehoiarib, Jachin, and Azariah the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Meraioth, the son of Ahituv, the ruler of the house of God, and Adaiah, the son of Jeroham, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and Maasai, the son of Adiel, the son of Jazarah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshilemeth, the son of Immer, and their brothers, heads of their fathers' houses, 1,760, very able men for the work of the service of the house of God. Of the Levites were Shemaiah the son of Hashuv, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, of the sons of Merari, and Bakbakar, Heresh, and Galal, and Mataniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Asaph, and Obadiah, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, the son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathites. The porters were Shallum, Akub, Talmon, and Ahiman, and their brothers. Shallum was the chief, who hitherto waited in the king's gate eastward. They were the porters for the camp of the children of Levi. Shallum, the son of Koreh, the son of Ebiasaph, the son of Korah, and his brothers of his father's house, the Korahites, were over the work of the service, keepers of the threshold of the tent, and their fathers had been over the camp of Frevon, keepers of the entry. Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, was ruler over them in time past, and Frevon was with him. Zechariah, the son of Meshelemiah, was porter of the door of the tent of meeting. All these who were chosen to be porters in the thresholds were 212. These were reckoned by genealogy in their villages, whom David and Samuel the seer did ordain in their office of trust. So they and their children had the oversight of the gates of the house of Frevon, even the house of the tent by wards. On the 4 sides were the porters, toward the east, west, north, and south. Their brothers in their villages were to come in every 7 days from time to time to be with them. For the 4 chief porters, who were Levites, were in an office of trust, and were over the rooms and over the treasuries in the house of God. They lodged around the house of God because that duty was on them, and to them pertained its opening morning by morning. Certain of them were in charge of the vessels of service, for by count were these brought in, and by count were these taken out. Some of them also were appointed over the furniture, and over all the vessels of the sanctuary, and over the fine flour, and the wine, and the oil, and the frankincense, and the spices. Some of the sons of the priests prepared the confection of the spices. Mattithiah, one of the Levites, who was the firstborn of Shallum the Korahite, had the office of trust over the things that were baked in pans. Some of their brothers, of the sons of the Kohathites, were over the showbread, to prepare it every Sabbath. These are the singers, heads of fathers' houses of the Levites, who lived in the rooms and were free from other service, for they were employed in their work day and night. These were heads of fathers' houses of the Levites throughout their generations, chief men. These lived at Jerusalem. In Gibeon there lived the father of Gibeon, Jael, whose wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son Abdon, and Zur, and Kish, and Baal, and Ner, and Nadav, and Gedor, and Ahio, and Zechariah, and Mikloth. Mikloth became the father of Shimeam. They also lived with their brothers in Jerusalem, over against their brothers. Ner became the father of Kish, and Kish became the father of Saul, and Saul became the father of Jonathan, and Malchishua, and Aminadav, and Eshbaal. The son of Jonathan was Merib-Baal, and Merib-Baal became the father of Micah. The sons of Micah were Pithon, Melech, Tarer, and Ahaz. Ahaz became the father of Jarah, and Jarah became the father of Alameth, and Asmaveth, and Zimri. And Zimri became the father of Moza, and Moza became the father of Binea, and Raphiah his son, Eleazar his son, Azel his son. Azel had 6 sons, whose names are these: Azrikam, Bocheru, and Ishmael, and Sheariah, and Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines, and fell down slain on Mount Gilboa. The Philistines followed hard after Saul and after his sons, and the Philistines killed Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. The battle went hard against Saul, and the archers overtook him, and he was distressed by reason of the archers. Then Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword, and thrust me through with it, lest these uncircumcised come and abuse me." But his armor-bearer would not, for he was terrified. Therefore Saul took his sword and fell on it. When his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he likewise fell on his sword and died. So Saul died, and his 3 sons, and all his house died together. When all the men of Israel who were in the valley saw that they fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they forsook their cities and fled, and the Philistines came and lived in them. The next day, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. They stripped him, and took his head and his armor, and sent into the land of the Philistines all around, to carry the news to their idols and to the people. They put his armor in the house of their gods, and fastened his head in the house of Dagon. When all Jabesh-Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men arose, and took away the body of Saul, and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh, and buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh, and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his trespass which he committed against Forever-One, because of the word of Forever-One which he didn't keep, and also because he asked counsel of one who had a familiar spirit to inquire thereby, and didn't inquire of Forever-One. Therefore he killed him, and turned the kingdom over to David, the son of Jesse. Then all Israel gathered themselves to David to Hebron, saying, "Behold, we are your bone and your flesh. In times past, even when Saul was king, it was you who led out and brought in Israel. Forever-One your God said to you, You shall be shepherd of my people Israel, and you shall be prince over my people Israel." So all the elders of Israel came to the king to Hebron, and David made a covenant with them in Hebron before Forever-One, and they anointed David king over Israel. according to the word of forever one by Samuel. David and all Israel went to Jerusalem, which is Jebus, and the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, were there. The inhabitants of Jebus said to David, "You shall not come in here." Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion, the city of David. David said, "Whoever strikes the Jebusites first shall be chief and captain." Joab the son of Zeruiah went up first and was made chief. David lived in the stronghold, therefore they called it the city of David. He built the city all around, from Millo even around, and Joab repaired the rest of the city. David grew greater and greater, for forever one of armies was with him. Now these are the chief of the mighty men whom David had, who showed themselves strong with him in his kingdom, together with all Israel, to make him king, according to the word of forever one concerning Israel. This is the number of the mighty men whom David had: Jashobeam the son of a Hachmonite, the chief of the 30. He lifted up his spear against 300 and killed them at one time. After him was Eleazar the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, who was one of the 3 mighty men. He was with David at Pasdamim, and there the Philistines were gathered together to battle, where there was a plot of ground full of barley, and the people fled from before the Philistines. They stood in the midst of the plot, and defended it, and killed the Philistines, and forever one saved them by a great victory. 3 of the 30 chief men went down to the rock to David, into the cave of Adullam, and the army of the Philistines were encamped in the valley of Rephaim. David was then in the stronghold, and the garrison of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. David longed and said, "Oh, that one would give me water to drink of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate." The 3 broke through the army of the Philistines, and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it, and brought it to David. But David would not drink of it, but poured it out to forever one, and said, "My God forbid it me, that I should do this. Shall I drink the blood of these men who have put their lives in jeopardy?" For they risked their lives to bring it. Therefore he would not drink it. The 3 mighty men did these things. Abishai, the brother of Joab, he was chief of the 3, for he lifted up his spear against 300, and killed them, and had a name among the 3. Of the 3, he was more honorable than the 2, and was made their captain. However, he didn't attain to the first 3. Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done mighty deeds, he killed the 2 sons of Ariel of Moab. He went down also and killed a lion in the midst of a pit in time of snow. He killed an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits high, and in the Egyptian's hand was a spear like a weaver's beam, and he went down to him with a staff, and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand, and killed him with his own spear. These things Benaiah the son of Jehoiada did, and had a name among the 3 mighty men. Behold, he was more honorable than the 30, but he didn't attain to the first 3, and David set him over his guard. Also the mighty men of the armies, Asahel the brother of Joab, Elhanan the son of Dodo of Bethlehem, Shamoth the Hararite, Helez the Pelonite, Ira the son of Ikesh the Tekoite, Abiezer the Anathothite, Sibbechai the Hushathite, Eli the Ahohite, Maharai the Netophathite, Heled the son of Baana the Netophathite, Ithai the son of Ribai of Gibeah, of the children of Benjamin, Benaiah the Pirathonite, Hurai of the brooks of Gaash, Abiel the Arbathite, Asmaveth the Bahuramite, Eliaba the Shaalbonite, the sons of Hashem the Gizonite, Jonathan the son of Shagi the Hararite, Ahiam the son of Sakar the Hararite, Eliphal the son of Ur, Epher the Mecherathite, Ahijah the Pelonite, Hezro the Carmelite, Naarai the son of Ezbai, Joel the brother of Nathan, Mibhar the son of Hagri, Zelek the Ammonite, Naharai the Berathite, the armor-bearer of Joab the son of Zeruiah, Ira the Ithrite, Garev the Ithrite, Uriah the Hittite, Zabad the son of Arlai, Adina the son of Shiza the Reubonite, a chief of the Reubonites, and 30 with him, Hanan the son of Maacah, and Joshaphat the Mithnite, Uzziah the Ashterathite, Shammah and Jael the sons of Hotham the Ararite, Jediael the son of Shimri, and Joha his brother, the Tizite, Eliel the Mahavite, and Jeribai and Joshavia the sons of Elnaam, and Ithma the Moabite, Eliel and Obed and Jaaziel the Mesobahite. Now these are those who came to David to Ziklag, while he kept himself close because of Saul the son of Kish, and they were among the mighty men, his helpers in war. They were armed with bows, and could use both the right hand and the left in slinging stones and in shooting arrows from the bow. They were of Saul's brothers of Benjamin. The chief was Ahiezer, then Joash, the sons of Shemaah the Gibeathite, and Jeziel and Pelet, the sons of Azmaveth, and Barakah, and Jehu the Anathothite, and Ishmaiah the Gibeonite, a mighty man among the 30. And over the 30, and Jeremiah, and Jaziel, and Johanan, and Jozabad the Gederathite, Eluzai, and Jeremoth, and Bealiah, and Shemariah, and Shephatiah the Haraphite, Elkanah, and Ishia, and Azarel, and Joezer, and Joshobeam the Korahites, and Joelah, and Zebadiah, the sons of Jeroham of Gedor. Of the Gadites there separated themselves to David, to the stronghold in the wilderness, mighty men of valor, men trained for war, that could handle shield and spear, whose faces were like the faces of lions, and they were as swift as the roes on the mountains. Ezer the chief, Obadiah the second, Eliab the third, Mishmanah the fourth, Jeremiah the fifth, Attai the sixth, Eliel the seventh, Johanan the eighth, Elzabad the ninth, Jeremiah the 10th, Machbanai the 11th. These of the sons of Gad were captains of the army. He who was least was equal to 100, and the greatest to 1,000. These are those who went over the Jordan in the first month, when it had overflowed all its banks, and they put to flight all them of the valleys, both toward the east and toward the west. There came of the children of Benjamin and Judah to the stronghold to David. David went out to meet them and answered them, If you have come peaceably to me to help me, my heart shall knit to you. But if you have come to betray me to my adversaries, since there is no wrong in my hands, may the God of our fathers look thereon and rebuke it. Then the Spirit came on Amasai, who was chief of the 30, and he said, We are yours, David, and on your side, you son of Jesse. Peace, peace be to you, and peace be to your helpers, for your God helps you. And David received them, and made them captains of the band. Of Manasseh also there fell away some to David, when he came with the Philistines against Saul to battle. But they didn't help them, for the lords of the Philistines sent him away after consultation, saying, He will fall away to his master Saul, to the jeopardy of our heads. As he went to Ziklag, there fell to him of Manasseh Adnah, and Jozabad, and Jediael, and Michael, and Jozabad, and Elihu, and Zilethai, captains of thousands, who were of Manasseh. They helped David against the band of rovers, for they were all mighty men of valor, and were captains in the army. For from day to day men came to David to help him, until there was a great army, like the army of God. These are the numbers of the heads of those who were armed for war, who came to David, to Hebron, to turn the kingdom of Saul over to him, according to the word of Forever One. The children of Judah, who bore shield and spear, were 6,800, armed for war. Of the children of Simeon, mighty men of valor for the war, 7,100. Of the children of Levi, 4,600. Jehoiada was the leader of the house of Aaron, and with him were 3,700. And Zadok, a young man mighty of valor, and of his father's house 22 captains. Of the children of Benjamin, the brothers of Saul, 3,000, for hitherto the greatest part of them had kept their allegiance to the house of Saul. Of the children of Ephraim, 20,800, mighty men of valor, famous men in their fathers' houses. Of the half-tribe of Manasseh, 18,000 who were mentioned by name to come and make David king. Of the children of Issachar, men who had understanding of the times, to know what Israel ought to do. The heads of them were 200, and all their brothers were at their commandment. Of Zebulun, such as were able to go out in the army, who could set the battle in array with all kinds of instruments of war, 50,000, and who could order the battle array, and were not of double heart. Of Naphtali, 1,000 captains, and with them with shield and spear 37,000. Of the Danites, who could set the battle in array, 28,600. Of Asher, such as were able to go out in the army, who could set the battle in array, 40,000. On the other side of the Jordan, of the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half-tribe of Manasseh, with all kinds of instruments of war for the battle, 120,000. All these, being men of war who could order the battle array, came with a perfect heart to Hebron, to make David king over all Israel, and all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king. They were there with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brothers had made preparation for them. Moreover, those who were near to them, even as far as Issachar and Zebulun and Naphtali, brought bread on donkeys and on camels and on mules and on oxen, food of meal, cakes of figs, and clusters of raisins and wine, and oil and cattle and sheep in abundance, for there was joy in Israel. David consulted with the captains of thousands and of hundreds, even with every leader. David said to all the assembly of Israel, "If it seems good to you, and if it is of forever one our God, let us send abroad everywhere to our brothers who are left in all the land of Israel, with whom the priests and Levites are in their cities that have suburbs, that they may gather themselves to us. And let us bring again the ark of our God to us, for we didn't seek it in the days of Saul." All the assembly said that they would do so, for the thing was right in the eyes of all the people. So David assembled all Israel together, from the Shihor, the brook of Egypt, even to the entrance of Hamath, to bring the ark of God from Kiriath Jearim. David went up, and all Israel, to Baalah, that is, to Kiriath Jearim, which belonged to Judah, to bring up from there the ark of God forever one, that sits above the cherubim, that is called by the name. They carried the ark of God on a new cart, and brought it out of the house of Abinadab, and Uzzah and Ahio drove the cart. David and all Israel played before God with all their might, even with songs, and with harps, and with stringed instruments, and with tambourines, and with cymbals, and with trumpets. When they came to the threshing floor of Chidon, Uzzah reached out his hand to hold the ark, for the oxen stumbled. The anger of Forever One was kindled against Uzzah, and he struck him, because he reached out his hand to the ark, and there he died before God. David was displeased, because Forever One had broken out on Uzzah, and he called that place Perez Uzzah to this day. David was afraid of God that day, saying, "How shall I bring the ark of God home to me?" So David didn't move the ark to him into the city of David, but carried it aside into the house of Obed-Edom the Gittite. The ark of God remained with the family of Obed-Edom in his house 3 months, and Forever One blessed the house of Obed-Edom and all that he had. Hiram, king of Tyre, sent messengers to David, and cedar trees, and masons, and carpenters, to build him a house. David perceived that Forever One had established him king over Israel, for his kingdom was exalted on high, for his people Israel's sake. David took more wives at Jerusalem, and David became the father of more sons and daughters. These are the names of the children whom he had in Jerusalem: Shammua and Shobab, Nathan and Solomon and Ibhar and Elishua and Elpelet and Nogah, and Nepheg, and Japhia, and Elishama, and Beeliada, and Eliphelet. When the Philistines heard that David was anointed king over all Israel, the Philistines went up to seek David. David heard of it and went out against them. Now the Philistines had come and made a raid in the valley of Rephaim. David inquired of God, saying, "Shall I go up against the Philistines? Will you deliver them into my hand?" For everyone said to him, "Go up, for I will deliver them into your hand." So they came up to Baal Perazim, and David struck them there. And David said, "God has broken my enemies by my hand, like the breach of waters." Therefore they called the name of that place Baal Perazim. They left their gods there, and David gave commandment, and they were burned with fire. The Philistines yet again made a raid in the valley. David inquired again of God, and God said to him, "You shall not go up after them. Turn away from them, and come on them over against the mulberry trees. It shall be, when you hear the sound of marching in the tops of the mulberry trees, that then you shall go out to battle. For God has gone out before you to strike the army of the Philistines." David did as God commanded him, and they struck the army of the Philistines from Gibeon even to Gezer. The fame of David went out into all lands, and for everyone brought the fear of him on all nations. David made him houses in the city of David, and he prepared a place for the ark of God, and pitched for it a tent. Then David said, "No one ought to carry the ark of God but the Levites, for everyone has chosen them to carry the ark of God, and to minister to him forever." David assembled all Israel at Jerusalem to bring up the ark of everyone to its place, which he had prepared for it. David gathered together the sons of Aaron and the Levites, of the sons of Kohath, Uriel the chief, and his brothers, 120. Of the sons of Merari, Asaiah the chief, and his brothers, 220. Of the sons of Gershom, Joel the chief, and his brothers, 130. Of the sons of Elizaphan, Shemaiah the chief, and his brothers, 200. Of the sons of Hebron, Eliel the chief, and his brothers, 80. Of the sons of Uzziel, Aminadab the chief, and his brothers, 112. David called for Zadok and Abiathar the priests, and for the Levites, for Uriel, Asaiah, and Joel, Shemaiah, and Eliel, and Aminadab, and said to them, "You are the heads of the fathers' houses of the Levites. Sanctify yourselves, both you and your brothers, that you may bring up the ark of everyone, the God of Israel, to the place that I have prepared for it. For because you didn't carry it at first, for everyone our God broke out against us, because we didn't seek him according to the ordinance." So the priests and the Levites sanctified themselves to bring up the ark of everyone, the God of Israel. The children of the Levites bore the ark of God on their shoulders, with the poles thereon, as Moses commanded, according to the word of everyone. David spoke to the chief of the Levites to appoint their brothers, the singers, with instruments of music, stringed instruments, and harps and cymbals, sounding aloud and lifting up the voice with joy. So the Levites appointed Heman, the son of Joel, and of his brothers, Asaph, the son of Berechiah, and of the sons of Merari, their brothers, Ethan, the son of Cushiah, and with them their brothers of the second degree, Zechariah, Ben, and Jaaziel, and Shemiramoth, and Jehiel, and Uni, Eliav, and Benaiah, and Maaseiah, and Mattithiah, and Eliphelehu, and Mikneiah, and Obed-edom, and Jeiel, the doorkeepers. So the singers Heman, Asaph, and Ethan were appointed with cymbals of brass to sound aloud, and Zechariah, and Aziel, and Shemiramoth, and Jehiel, and Uni, and Eliav, and Maaseiah, and Benaiah, with stringed instruments set to Alamoth, and Mattithiah, and Eliphelehu, and Mikneiah, and Obed-edom, and Jeiel, and Azaziah, with harps, tuned to the 8-stringed lyre, to lead. Hananiah, the chief of the Levites, was over the song. He instructed about the song, because he was skillful. Berechiah and Elkanah were doorkeepers for the ark. Shebaniah and Joshaphat and Nethanel and Amasai and Zechariah and Benaiah and Eleazar the priests did blow the trumpets before the ark of God, and Obed-Edom and Jehiah were doorkeepers for the ark. So David and the elders of Israel and the captains over thousands went to bring up the ark of the covenant of Forever One out of the house of Obed-Edom with joy. When God helped the Levites who bore the ark of the covenant of Forever One, they sacrificed 7 bulls and 7 rams. David was clothed with a robe of fine linen, and all the Levites who bore the ark, and the singers, and Kenaniah the master of the song, with the singers, and David had on him an ephod of linen. Thus all Israel brought up the ark of the covenant of Forever One, with shouting, and with sound of the cornet, and with trumpets, and with cymbals, sounding aloud, with stringed instruments and harps. As the ark of the covenant of Forever One came to the city of David, Michal, the daughter of Saul, looked out at the window and saw David dancing and playing, and she despised him in her heart. They brought the ark of God and set it in the midst of the tent that David had pitched for it, and they offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before God. When David had made an end of offering the burnt offering and the peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of Forever One. He dealt to every one of Israel, both man and woman, to every one a loaf of bread and a portion of flesh and a cake of raisins. He appointed certain of the Levites to minister before the ark of Forever One, and to celebrate and to thank and praise Forever One, the God of Israel. Asaph the chief, and second to him Zechariah, Jael, and Shemiramoth, and Jehiel, and Mattithiah, and Eliav, and Benaiah, and Obed-Edom, and Jael, with stringed instruments and with harps, and Asaph with cymbals, sounding aloud, and Benaiah and Jehaziel the priests with trumpets, continually before the ark of the covenant of God. Then on that day David first ordained to give thanks to Forever One by the hand of Asaph and his brothers. O give thanks to Forever One, call on his name, make his doings known among the peoples. Sing to him, sing praises to him, tell of all his marvelous works. Glory in his holy name. Let the heart of those who seek Forever One rejoice. Seek Forever One and his strength. Seek his face forevermore. Remember his marvelous works that he has done, his wonders and the judgments of his mouth. You offspring of Israel, his servant, you children of Jacob, his chosen ones. He is Forever One our God. His judgments are in all the earth. Remember his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, the covenant which he made with Abraham, his oath to Isaac. He confirmed it to Jacob for a statute, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, I will give you the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance. When you were but a few men in number, yes, very few, and foreigners were in it, they went about from nation to nation, from one kingdom to another people. He allowed no man to do them wrong. Yes, he reproved kings for their sakes. Don't touch my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. Sing to Forever One all the earth. Display his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, and his marvelous works among all the peoples. For great is Forever One, and greatly to be praised. He also is to be feared above all gods, for all the gods of the peoples are idols, but Forever One made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and gladness are in his place. Ascribe to Forever One, you relatives of the peoples. Ascribe to Forever One glory and strength. Ascribe to Forever One the glory due to his name. Bring an offering and come before him. Worship Forever One in holy array. Tremble before him all the earth. The world also is established, that it can't be moved. Let the heavens be glad, and let the earth rejoice. Let them say among the nations, forever one reigns. Let the sea roar, and its fullness. Let the field exult, and all that is therein. Then the trees of the forest will sing for joy before forever one, for he comes to judge the earth. Oh, give thanks to forever one, for he is good, for his loving kindness endures forever. Say, save us, God, of our salvation. Gather us together and deliver us from the nations, to give thanks to your holy name, to triumph in your praise. Blessed be forever one, the God of Israel, from everlasting even to everlasting. All the people said, Amen, and praised forever one. So he left there before the ark of the covenant of forever one, Asaph and his brothers, to minister before the ark continually, as every day's work required, and Obed-Edom with their brothers, 68. Obed-Edom also, the son of Jeduthun, and Hussah, to be doorkeepers, and Zadok the priest, and his brothers the priests, before the tabernacle of forever one, in the high place that was at Gibeon, to offer burnt offerings to forever one on the altar of burnt offering, continually, morning and evening, even according to all that is written in the law of forever one, which he commanded to Israel. And with them Heman and Jeduthun, and the rest who were chosen, who were mentioned by name, to give thanks to forever one, because his loving kindness endures forever. And with them Heman and Jeduthun, with trumpets and cymbals for those that should sound aloud, and with instruments for the songs of God, and the sons of Jeduthun to be at the gate. All the people departed, every man to his house, and David returned to bless his house. When David lived in his house, David said to Nathan the prophet, Behold, I dwell in a house of cedar, but the ark of the covenant of forever one is under curtains. Nathan said to David, Do all that is in your heart, for God is with you. That same night, the word of God came to Nathan, saying, Go and tell David my servant, Thus says forever one, You shall not build me a house to dwell in. For I have not lived in a house since the day that I brought up Israel to this day, but have gone from tent to tent, and from one tent to another. In all places in which I have walked with all Israel, did I speak a word with any of the judges of Israel, whom I commanded to be shepherd of my people, saying, Why have you not built me a house of cedar? Now therefore you shall tell my servant David, Thus says forever one of armies, I took you from the sheep pen, from following the sheep, that you should be prince over my people Israel. I have been with you wherever you have gone, and have cut off all your enemies from before you. I will make you a name, like the name of the great ones who are in the earth. I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, that they may dwell in their own place, and be moved no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness waste them any more, as at the first, and from the day that I commanded judges to be over my people Israel. And I will subdue all your enemies. Moreover, I tell you that forever one will build you a house. It shall happen, when your days are fulfilled that you must go to be with your fathers, that I will set up your offspring after you, who shall be of your sons, and I will establish his kingdom. He shall build me a house, and I will establish his throne forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. I will not take my loving kindness away from him, as I took it from him that was before you. But I will settle him in my house and in my kingdom forever. His throne shall be established forever. According to all these words, and according to all this vision, so Nathan spoke to David. Then David the king went in and sat before forever one, and he said, Who am I, forever one God? And what is my house, that you have brought me thus far? This was a small thing in your eyes, God, but you have spoken of your servant's house for a great while to come, and have respected me according to the estate of a man of high degree, forever one God. What can David say yet more to you concerning the honor which is done to your servant? for you know your servant. Forever one, for your servant's sake and according to your own heart, you have worked all this greatness to make known all these great things. Forever one, there is none like you, neither is there any God besides you, according to all that we have heard with our ears. What one nation in the earth is like your people Israel, whom God went to redeem to himself for a people, to make you a name by great and awesome things, in driving out nations from before your people, whom you redeem out of Egypt. For your people Israel you made your own people forever, and you, forever one, became their God. Now, forever one, let the word that you have spoken concerning your servant and concerning his house be established forever, and do as you have spoken. Let your name be established and magnified forever, saying, Forever one of armies is the God of Israel, even a God to Israel. The house of David your servant is established before you. For you, my God, have revealed to your servant that you will build him a house. Therefore your servant has found courage to pray before you. Now, forever one, you are God, and have promised this good thing to your servant. Now it has pleased you to bless the house of your servant, that it may continue forever before you. For you, forever one, have blessed, and it is blessed forever. After this, David struck the Philistines and subdued them, and took Gath and its towns out of the hand of the Philistines. He struck Moab, and the Moabites became servants to David, and brought tribute. David struck Hadadezer, king of Zobah, to Hamath, as he went to establish his dominion by the river Euphrates. David took from him 1,000 chariots, and 7,000 horsemen, and 20,000 footmen, and David hamstrung all the chariot horses, but reserved of them for 100 chariots. When the Syrians of Damascus came to help Hadadezer, king of Zobah, David struck of the Syrians 22,000 men. Then David put garrisons in Syria of Damascus, and the Syrians became servants to David, and brought tribute, for everyone gave victory to David wherever he went. David took the shields of gold that were on the servants of Hadadezer, and brought them to Jerusalem. From Tibhath and from Kun, cities of Hadadezer, David took very much brass, with which Solomon made the bronze sea, and the pillars, and the vessels of brass. When Tou, king of Hamath, heard that David had struck all the army of Hadadezer, king of Zobah, he sent Hadoram his son to King David, to greet him, and to bless him, because he had fought against Hadadezer and struck him, for Hadadezer had wars with Tou. And he had with him all kinds of vessels of gold and silver and brass. These also did King David dedicate to Forever One, with the silver and the gold that he carried away from all the nations, from Edom, and from Moab, and from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines, and from Amalek. Moreover, Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, struck of the Edomites in the valley of Salt 18,000. He put garrisons in Edom, and all the Edomites became servants to David. For everyone gave victory to David wherever he went. David reigned over all Israel, and he executed justice and righteousness to all his people. Joab the son of Zeruiah was over the army, and Jehoshaphat the son of Ahilud was recorder, and Zadok the son of Ahituv, and Abimelech the son of Abiathar were priests, and Shavsah was scribe, and Benaiah the son of Jehoiada was over the Cherethites and the Pelethites, and the sons of David were chief about the king. After this, Nahash the king of the children of Ammon died, and his son reigned in his place. David said, I will show kindness to Hanun the son of Nahash, because his father showed kindness to me. So David sent messengers to comfort him concerning his father. David's servants came into the land of the children of Ammon to Hanun to comfort him. But the princes of the children of Ammon said to Hanun, Do you think that David honors your father in that he sent comforters to you? Haven't his servants come to you to search, to overthrow, and to spy out the land?" So Hanun took David's servants and shaved them, and cut off their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. Then there went certain persons and told David how the men were served. He sent to meet them, for the men were greatly ashamed. The king said, "Stay at Jericho until your beards have grown, and then return." When the children of Ammon saw that they had made themselves odious to David, Hanun and the children of Ammon sent 1,000 talents of silver to hire them chariots and horsemen out of Mesopotamia, and out of Aramah, and out of Zobah. So they hired for themselves 32,000 chariots, and the king of Maacah and his people, who came and encamped before Medeba. The children of Ammon gathered themselves together from their cities and came to battle. When David heard of it, he sent Joab and all the army of the mighty men. The children of Ammon came out and put the battle in array at the gate of the city, and the kings who had come were by themselves in the field. Now, when Joab saw that the battle was set against him before and behind, he chose of all the choice men of Israel and put them in array against the Syrians. The rest of the people he committed into the hand of Abishai his brother, and they put themselves in array against the children of Ammon. He said, "If the Syrians are too strong for me, then you are to help me. But if the children of Ammon are too strong for you, then I will help you. Be courageous, and let us be strong for our people, and for the cities of our God. May forever one do that which seems good to him." So Joab and the people who were with him drew near before the Syrians to the battle, and they fled before him. When the children of Ammon saw that the Syrians had fled, they likewise fled before Abishai his brother, and entered into the city. Then Joab came to Jerusalem. When the Syrians saw that they were defeated by Israel, they sent messengers, and drew out the Syrians who were beyond the river, with Shophach, the captain of the army of Hadadezer, at their head. David was told, and he gathered all Israel together, and passed over the Jordan, and came on them, and set the battle in array against them. So when David had put the battle in array against the Syrians, they fought with him. The Syrians fled before Israel, and David killed of the Syrians the men of 7,000 chariots, and 40,000 footmen, and killed Shophach, the captain of the army. When the servants of Hadadezer saw that they were defeated by Israel, they made peace with David, and served him. Neither would the Syrians help the children of Ammon any more. At the time of the return of the year, at the time when kings go out to battle, Joab led out the army, and wasted the country of the children of Ammon, and came and besieged Rabbah. But David stayed at Jerusalem. Joab struck Rabbah, and overthrew it. David took the crown of their king from off his head, and found it to weigh a talent of gold, and there were precious stones in it, and it was set on David's head, and he brought out the spoil of the city, exceeding much. He brought out the people who were therein, and cut them with saws, and with iron picks, and with axes. David did so to all the cities of the children of Ammon. David and all the people returned to Jerusalem. After this there arose war at Gezer with the Philistines. Then Sibbechai the Hushathite killed Sippai of the sons of the giant, and they were subdued. There was again war with the Philistines, and Elhanan the son of Jair killed Lachmi, the brother of Goliath the Gittite, the staff of whose spear was like a weaver's beam. There was again war at Gath, where there was a man of great stature, whose fingers and toes were 24, 6 on each hand, and 6 on each foot, and he also was born to the giant. When he defied Israel, Jonathan the son of Shimea, David's brother, killed him. These were born to the giant in Gath, and they fell by the hand of David, and by the hand of his servants. Satan stood up against Israel and moved David to number Israel. David said to Joab and to the princes of the people, "Go, number Israel from Beersheba even to Dan, and bring me word, that I may know the sum of them." Joab said, "May forever one make his people 100 times as many as they are. But my lord the king, aren't they all my lord's servants? Why does my lord require this thing? Why will he be a cause of guilt to Israel?" Nevertheless, the king's word prevailed against Joab. Therefore Joab departed and went through all Israel and came to Jerusalem. Joab gave up the sum of the numbering of the people to David. All those of Israel were 1,100,000 men who drew sword, and in Judah were 470,000 men who drew sword. But he didn't count Levi and Benjamin among them, for the king's word was abominable to Joab. God was displeased with this thing. Therefore he struck Israel. David said to God, "I have sinned greatly in that I have done this thing. But now put away, I beg you, the iniquity of your servant, for I have done very foolishly." For everyone spoke to Gad, David's seer, saying, "Go and speak to David, saying, Thus says for everyone, I offer you 3 things. Choose one of them, that I may do it to you." So Gad came to David and said to him, "Thus says for everyone, take your choice, either 3 years of famine, or 3 months to be consumed before your foes, while the sword of your enemies overtakes you, or else 3 days, the sword of forever one, even pestilence in the land, and the angel of forever one destroying throughout all the borders of Israel. Now therefore, consider what answer I shall return to him who sent me." David said to Gad, "I am in distress. Let me fall, I pray, into the hand of forever one, for his mercies are very great. Let me not fall into the hand of man." So forever one sent a pestilence on Israel, and 70,000 men of Israel fell. God sent an angel to Jerusalem to destroy it. As he was about to destroy, forever one saw, and he relented of the disaster, and said to the destroying angel, "It is enough. Now stay your hand." The angel of forever one was standing by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. David lifted up his eyes and saw the angel of forever one standing between earth and the sky, having a drawn sword in his hand, stretched out over Jerusalem. Then David and the elders, clothed in sackcloth, fell on their faces. David said to God, "Isn't it I who commanded the people to be counted? It is even I who have sinned and done very wickedly. But these sheep, what have they done? Please let your hand, O forever one, my God, be against me and against my father's house, but not against your people, that they should be plagued." Then the angel of forever one commanded Gad to tell David that David should go up and raise an altar to forever one in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. David went up at the saying of Gad, which he spoke in the name of forever one. Ornan turned back and saw the angel, and his 4 sons who were with him hid themselves. Now Ornan was threshing wheat. As David came to Ornan, Ornan looked and saw David, and went out of the threshing floor, and bowed himself to David with his face to the ground. Then David said to Ornan, "Give me the place of this threshing floor, that I may build thereon an altar to forever one. You shall sell it to me for the full price, that the plague may be stopped from afflicting the people." Ornan said to David, "Take it for yourself, and let my lord the king do that which is good in his eyes. Behold, I give the oxen for burnt offerings, and the threshing instruments for wood, and the wheat for the meal offering. I give it all." King David said to Ornan, "No, but I will most certainly buy it for the full price, for I will not take that which is yours for forever one, nor offer a burnt offering without cost." So David gave to Ornan 600 shekels of gold by weight for the place. David built an altar to Forever One there, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings, and called on Forever One, and he answered him from the sky by fire on the altar of burnt offering. Forever One commanded the angel, and he put his sword back into its sheath. At that time, when David saw that Forever One had answered him in the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite, then he sacrificed there. For the tabernacle of Forever One, which Moses made in the wilderness, and the altar of burnt offering, were at that time in the high place at Gibeon. But David couldn't go before it to inquire of God, for he was afraid, because of the sword of the angel of Forever One. Then David said, "This is the house of Forever One God, and this is the altar of burnt offering for Israel." David gave orders to gather together the foreigners who were in the land of Israel, and he set masons to cut worked stones to build the house of God. David prepared iron in abundance for the nails for the doors of the gates, and for the couplings, and brass in abundance without weight, and cedar trees without number. For the Sidonians and they of Tyre brought cedar trees in abundance to David. David said, "Solomon my son is young and tender, and the house that is to be built for Forever One must be exceedingly magnificent, of fame and of glory throughout all countries. I will therefore make preparation for it." So David prepared abundantly before his death. Then he called for Solomon his son, and commanded him to build a house for Forever One, the God of Israel. David said to Solomon his son, "As for me, it was in my heart to build a house for the name of Forever One my God. But the word of Forever One came to me, saying, You have shed blood abundantly, and have made great wars. You shall not build a house to my name, because you have shed much blood on the earth in my sight. Behold, a son shall be born to you, who shall be a man of rest. I will give him rest from all his enemies all around, for his name shall be Solomon, and I will give peace and quietness to Israel in his days. He shall build a house for my name, and he shall be my son, and I will be his father, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom over Israel forever. Now, my son, may Forever One be with you, and prosper you, and build the house of Forever One your God, as he has spoken concerning you. May Forever One give you discretion and understanding, and put you in charge of Israel, so that you may keep the law of Forever One your God. Then you will prosper, if you observe to do the statutes and the ordinances which Forever One gave Moses concerning Israel. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid, neither be dismayed. Now, behold, in my affliction I have prepared for the house of Forever One 100,000 talents of gold, 1,000,000 talents of silver, and brass and iron without weight, for it is in abundance. I have also prepared timber and stone, and you may add to them. There are also workmen with you in abundance, cutters and workers of stone and timber, and all kinds of men who are skillful in every kind of work. Of the gold, the silver, and the brass, and the iron, there is no number. Arise and be doing, and may Forever One be with you. David also commanded all the princes of Israel to help Solomon his son, saying, Isn't Forever One your God with you? Hasn't he given you rest on every side? For he has delivered the inhabitants of the land into my hand, and the land is subdued before Forever One and before his people. Now set your heart and your soul to seek after Forever One your God. Arise, therefore, and build the sanctuary of Forever One God, to bring the ark of the covenant of Forever One and the holy vessels of God into the house that is to be built to the name of Forever One. Now David was old and full of days, and he made Solomon his son king over Israel. He gathered together all the princes of Israel with the priests and the Levites. The Levites were counted from 30 years old and upward, and their number by their polls, man by man, was 38,000. David said, "Of these, 24,000 were to oversee the work of the house of Forever One, 6,000 were officers and judges, 4,000 were doorkeepers, and 4,000 praised Forever One with the instruments which I made for giving praise." David divided them into divisions according to the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Of the Gershonites, Ladan and Shimei. Of the sons of Ladan were Jehiel the chief, Jetham, and Joel, 3 in all. The sons of Shimei were Shelomoth, Haziel, and Haran, 3 in all. These were the heads of the fathers' houses of Ladan. The sons of Shimei were Jahath, Zinah, Jeush, and Beriah. These 4 were the sons of Shimei. Jahath was the chief, and Ziza the second, but Jeush and Beriah didn't have many sons. Therefore they became a father's house in one reckoning. The sons of Kohath were Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel, 4 in all. The sons of Amram were Aaron and Moses, and Aaron was separated, that he should sanctify the most holy things, he and his sons forever, to burn incense before Forever One, to minister to him, and to bless in his name forever. But as for Moses, the man of God, his sons were named among the tribe of Levi. The sons of Moses were Gershon and Eleazar. The sons of Gershon were Shebuel the chief. The sons of Eleazar were Rehabiah the chief, and Eleazar had no other sons, but the sons of Rehabiah were very many. The sons of Izhar were Shelomith the chief. The sons of Hebron were Jeriah the chief, Amariah the second, Jehaziel the third, and Jechamiam the fourth. The sons of Uzziel were Micaiah the chief, and Ishiah the second. The sons of Merari were Mali and Mushi. The sons of Mali were Eleazar and Kish. Eleazar died and had no sons, but only daughters, and their brothers, the sons of Kish, took them as wives. The sons of Mushi were Mali, Eder, and Jeremoth, 3 in all. These were the sons of Levi after their fathers' houses, even the heads of the fathers' houses of those who were counted individually in the number of names by their polls, who did the work for the service of the house of Forever One from 20 years old and upward. For David said, "Forever One, the God of Israel, has given rest to his people, and he dwells in Jerusalem forever. Also the Levites will no longer need to carry the tabernacle and all its vessels for its service." For by the last words of David, the sons of Levi were counted from 20 years old and upward. For their office was to wait on the sons of Aaron for the service of the house of Forever One, in the courts and in the rooms and in the purifying of all holy things, even the work of the service of the house of God. For the showbread also, and for the fine flour for a meal offering, whether of unleavened wafers, or of that which is baked in the pan, or of that which is soaked, and for all kinds of measure and size, and to stand every morning to thank and praise Forever One, and likewise in the evening, and to offer all burnt offerings to Forever One on the Sabbaths, on the new moons, and on the set feasts, in number according to the ordinance concerning them, continually before Forever One, and that they should keep the duty of the tent of meeting, and the duty of the holy place, and the duty of the sons of Aaron, their brothers, for the service of the house of Forever One. These were the divisions of the sons of Aaron. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. But Nadab and Abihu died before their father, and had no children. Therefore Eleazar and Ithamar executed the priest's office. David, with Zadok of the sons of Eleazar and Ahimelech of the sons of Ithamar, divided them according to their ordering in the service. There were more chief men found of the sons of Eleazar than of the sons of Ithamar, and thus were they divided. Of the sons of Eleazar there were 16, heads of fathers' houses, and of the sons of Ithamar, according to their fathers' houses, 8. Thus were they divided impartially by drawing lots, for there were princes of the sanctuary, and princes of God, both of the sons of Eleazar and of the sons of Ithamar. Shemaiah, the son of Nethanel the scribe, who was of the Levites, wrote them in the presence of the king and the princes, and Zadok the priest, and Ahimelech the son of Abiathar, and the heads of the fathers' houses, of the priests and of the Levites, one father's house being taken for Eleazar, and one taken for Ithamar. Now the first lot came out to Jehoiarib, the second to Jediah, the third to Harim, the fourth to Seorim, the fifth to Malchijah, the sixth to Mijamin, the seventh to Hakoz, the eighth to Abijah, the ninth to Jeshua, the 10th to Shechaniah, the 11th to Eliashib, the 12th to Jakim, the 13th to Huppah, the 14th to Jeshebeab, the 15th to Bilgah, the 16th to Immer, the 17th to Hezir, the 18th to Hapizez, the 19th to Pethahiah, the 20th to Jehezkel, the 21st to Jachin, the 22nd to Gamul, the 23rd to Deliah, the 24th to Maaziah. This was the ordering of them in their service, to come into the house of Forever One, according to the ordinance given to them by Aaron their father, as Forever One, the God of Israel, had commanded them. Of the rest of the sons of Levi, of the sons of Amram, Shubael, of the sons of Shubael, Jedaiah, of Rechabiah, of the sons of Rechabiah, Ishia, the chief. Of the Israelites, Shelomoth, of the sons of Shelomoth, Jahath. The sons of Hebron were Jeriah the chief, Amariah the second, Jehaziel the third, Jechamiam the fourth. The sons of Uzziel, Micah. Of the sons of Micah, Shamir. The brother of Micah, Ishia. Of the sons of Ishia, Zechariah. The sons of Merari were Mahli and Mushi. The son of Jaaziah was Beno. The sons of Merari were of Jaaziah, Beno, and Shoham, and Zakur, and Ibri. Of Mahli were Eleazar, who had no sons. Of Kish, the son of Kish was Jeramiel. The sons of Mushi were Mahli, Eder, and Jerimoth. These were the sons of the Levites after their fathers' houses. These likewise cast lots, even as their brothers, the sons of Aaron, in the presence of David the king, and Zadok, and Ahimelech, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the priests and of the Levites, the fathers' houses of the chief, even as those of his younger brother. Moreover, David and the captains of the army set apart for the service certain of the sons of Asaph, and of Heman, and of Jeduthun, who should prophesy with harps, with stringed instruments, and with cymbals, and the number of those who did the work according to their service was, of the sons of Asaph, Zakur, and Joseph, and Nethaniah, and Asharela, the sons of Asaph under the hand of Asaph, who prophesied after the order of the king. Of Jeduthun, the sons of Jeduthun were Gedaliah, Zeri, Jeshaiah, Shimei, Hashabiah, and Mattithiah, 6 in all, under the hands of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied in giving thanks and praising for everyone with the harp. Of Heman, the sons of Heman were Bukiah, Mattaniah, Uzziel, Shebuel, Jerimoth, Hananiah, Hanani, Eliatha, Gedalti, Ramamti Ezer, Joshbekasha, Malothi, Hothir, and Mahazioth. All these were the sons of Heman the king's seer in the words of God to lift up the horn. God gave to Heman 14 sons and 3 daughters. All these were under the hands of their father for song in the house of Forever One, with cymbals, stringed instruments, and harps, for the service of the house of God, Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman being under the order of the king. The number of them, with their brothers, who were instructed in singing to Forever One, even all who were skillful, was 288. They cast lots for their offices, all alike, the small as well as the great, the teacher as the scholar. Now the first lot came out for Asaph to Joseph, the second to Gedaliah. He and his brothers and sons were 12, the third to Zakur, his sons and his brothers, 12. The fourth to Isri, his sons and his brothers, 12. The fifth to Nethaniah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The sixth to Bukiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The seventh to Jesharela, his sons and his brothers, 12. The eighth to Jeshaiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The ninth to Mattaniah, his sons and his brothers, 12. The 10th to Shimei, his sons and his brothers, 12. The 11th to Azarel, his sons and his brothers, 12. The 12th to Hashabiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 13th, Shabiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 14th, Mattithiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 15th, to Jerimoth, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 16th, to Hananiah, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 17th, to Joshbekashah, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 18th, to Hanani, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 19th, to Malothi, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 20th, to Eliathah, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 21st, to Hothir, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 22nd, to Gedalti, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 23rd, to Mahazioth, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the 24th, to Ramamti-Ezer, his sons and his brothers, 12. For the divisions of the doorkeepers of the Korahites, Meshelemiah the son of Korah, of the sons of Asaph. Meshelemiah had sons, Zechariah the firstborn, Jediah the second, Zebediah the third, Jathniel the fourth, Elam the fifth, Johanan the sixth, Elionai the seventh. Obed-Edom had sons, Shemaiah the firstborn, Jehozabad the second, Joah the third, and Sakar the fourth, and Nethanel the fifth, Amiel the sixth, Issachar the seventh, Peulithai the eighth, for God blessed him. Also to Shemaiah his son were born sons, who ruled over the house of their father, for they were mighty men of valor. The sons of Shemaiah were Othni, Raphael, Obed, Elzabad, whose brothers were valiant men, Elihu, and Semachiah. All these were of the sons of Obed-Edom, they and their sons and their brothers, able men in strength for the service, 62 of Obed-Edom. Meshelemiah had sons and brothers, valiant men, 18. Also Hosah, the children of Merari, had sons. Shimri the chief, for though he was not the firstborn, yet his father made him chief. Hilkiah the second, Tebaliah the third, Zechariah the fourth, all the sons and brothers of Hosah were 13. Of these were the divisions of the doorkeepers, even of the chief men, having offices like their brothers to minister in the house of forever one. They cast lots, the small as well as the great, according to their fathers' houses, for every gate. The lot eastward fell to Shelemiah. Then for Zechariah his son, a wise counselor, they cast lots, and his lot came out northward, to Obed-Edom southward, and to his sons the storehouse. To Shuppim and Hosah westward, by the gate of Shalacheth, at the causeway that goes up, watch against watch. Eastward were 6 Levites, northward 4 a day, southward 4 a day, and for the storehouse 2 and 2. For Parbar westward 4 at the causeway, and 2 at Parbar. These were the divisions of the doorkeepers of the sons of the Korahites, and of the sons of Merari. Of the Levites, Ahijah was over the treasures of the house of God, and over the treasures of the dedicated things. The sons of Ladan, the sons of the Gershonites belonging to Ladan, the heads of the fathers' houses belonging to Ladan in the Gershonite, Jehieli. The sons of Jehieli were Jetham, and Joel his brother, over the treasures of the house of forever one. Of the Amramites, of the Itzharites, of the Hebronites, of the Uzzielites, and Shebuel the son of Gershom, the son of Moses, was ruler over the treasures. His brothers of Eleazar came Rehabiah his son, and Jeshiah his son, and Joram his son, and Zikri his son, and Shelomoth his son. This Shelomoth and his brothers were over all the treasures of the dedicated things, which David the king, and the heads of the fathers' houses, the captains over thousands and hundreds, and the captains of the army had dedicated. Out of the spoil won in battles did they dedicate to repair the house of Forever One. All that Samuel the seer, and Saul the son of Kish, and Abner the son of Ner, and Joab the son of Zeruiah had dedicated. Whoever had dedicated anything, it was under the hand of Shelomoth and of his brothers. Of the Isharites, Chenaniah and his sons were for the outward business over Israel, for officers and judges. Of the Hebronites, Hashabiah and his brothers, men of valor, 1,700, had the oversight of Israel beyond the Jordan westward, for all the business of Forever One, and for the service of the king. Of the Hebronites was Jerijah the chief, even of the Hebronites, according to their generations, by fathers' houses. In the 40th year of the reign of David, they were sought for, and there were found among them mighty men of valor at Jazer of Gilead. His brothers, men of valor, were 2,700, heads of fathers' houses, whom King David made overseers over the Reubenites, and the Gadites, and the half-tribe of the Manassites, for every matter pertaining to God, and for the affairs of the king. Now the children of Israel after their number, the heads of fathers' houses, and the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and their officers who served the king, in any matter of the divisions which came in and went out month by month, throughout all the months of the year, of every division, were 24,000. Over the first division for the first month was Jashobeam, the son of Zabdiel, and in his division were 24,000. He was of the children of Perez, the chief of all the captains of the army for the first month. Over the division of the second month was Dodai the Ahohite, and his division, and Mikloth the ruler, and in his division were 24,000. The third captain of the army for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada the priest, chief, and in his division were 24,000. This is that Benaiah who was the mighty man of the 30, and over the 30, and of his division was Ammizabad his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Asahel the brother of Joab, and Zebadiah his son after him, and in his division were 24,000. The fifth captain for this fifth month was Shamhuth the Israelite, and in his division were 24,000. The sixth captain for the sixth month was Ira, the son of Ikash the Tekoite, and in his division were 24,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Helez the Pelonite, of the children of Ephraim, and in his division were 24,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Sibbecai the Hushathite, of the Zerahites, and in his division were 24,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Abiezer the Anathothite, of the Benjamites, and in his division were 24,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Maharai the Netophathite, of the Zerahites, and in his division were 24,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah the Pirathonite, of the children of Ephraim, and in his division were 24,000. The 12th captain for the 12th month was Heldai the Netophathite, of Othniel, and in his division were 24,000. Furthermore, over the tribes of Israel, of the Reubenites was Eleazar the son of Zikri, the ruler of the Simeonites, Shephatiah the son of Maacah, of Levi, Hashabiah the son of Kemuel, of Aaron, Zadok, of Judah, Elihu, one of the brothers of David, of Issachar, Omri the son of Michael, of Zebulun, Ishmaiah the son of Obadiah, of Naphtali, Jeremoth the son of Azriel, of the children of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Azaziah, Of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joel the son of Pedaiah. Of the half-tribe of Manasseh in Gilead, Iddo the son of Zechariah. Of Benjamin, Jaaziel the son of Abner. Of Dan, Azarel the son of Jeroham. These were the captains of the tribes of Israel. But David didn't take the number of them from 20 years old and under, because for everyone had said he would increase Israel like the stars of the sky. Joab, the son of Zeruiah, began to number, but didn't finish, and there came wrath for this on Israel. Neither was the number put into the account in the Chronicles of King David. Over the king's treasures was Asmaveth, the son of Adiel, and over the treasures in the fields, in the cities, and in the villages, and in the towers, was Jonathan, the son of Uzziah. Of those who did the work of the field for tillage of the ground was Ezri, the son of Chelub, and over the vineyards was Shimei the Ramathite, and over the increase of the vineyards for the wine cellars was Zabdi the Shiphmite, and over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the lowland was Baal Hanan the Gederite, and over the cellars of oil was Joash. And over the herds that fed in Sharon was Shitrai the Sharonite, and over the herds that were in the valleys was Shaphat the son of Adlai, and over the camels was Obil the Ishmaelite, and over the donkeys was Jedaiah the Meronothite, and over the flocks was Jaziz the Hagrite. All these were the rulers of the substance which was King David's. Also Jonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a man of understanding, and a scribe, and Jehiel the son of Hachmoni was with the king's sons. Ahithophel was the king's counselor, and Hushai the Archite was the king's friend. And after Ahithophel was Jehoiada the son of Benaiah, and Abiathar, and the captain of the king's army was Joab. David assembled all the princes of Israel, the princes of the tribes, and the captains of the companies who served the king by division, and the captains of thousands, and the captains of hundreds, and the rulers over all the substance and possessions of the king and of his sons, with the officers and the mighty men, even all the mighty men of valor, to Jerusalem. Then David the king stood up on his feet and said, "Hear me, my brothers, and my people. As for me, it was in my heart to build a house of rest for the ark of the covenant of forever one, and for the footstool of our God, and I had prepared for the building. But God said to me, You shall not build a house for my name, because you are a man of war, and have shed blood. However, forever one, the God of Israel, chose me out of all the house of my father to be king over Israel forever. For he has chosen Judah to be prince, and in the house of Judah, the house of my father, and among the sons of my father, he took pleasure in me, to make me king over all Israel. Of all my sons, for forever one has given me many sons, he has chosen Solomon, my son, to sit on the throne of forever one's kingdom over Israel. He said to me, Solomon your son shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. I will establish his kingdom forever, if he continues to do my commandments and my ordinances as it is today. Now, therefore, in the sight of all Israel, the assembly of forever one, and in the hearing of our God, observe and seek out all the commandments of forever one your God, that you may possess this good land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children after you forever. You, Solomon, my son, know the God of your father, and serve him with a perfect heart and with a willing mind. For forever one searches all hearts, and understands all the imaginations of the thoughts. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will cast you off forever. Take heed now, for forever one has chosen you to build a house for the sanctuary. Be strong and do it." Then David gave to Solomon his son the pattern of the porch of the temple, and of its houses, and of its treasuries, and of the upper rooms of it, and of the inner rooms of it, and of the place of the mercy seat, and the pattern of all that he had by the Spirit for the courts of the house of Forever One, and for all the surrounding rooms, for the treasuries of the house of God, and for the treasuries of the dedicated things, also for the divisions of the priests and the Levites, and for all the work of the service of the house of Forever One, and for all the vessels of service in the house of Forever One. Of gold by weight for the vessels of gold, for all vessels of every kind of service. Of silver for all the vessels of silver by weight, for all vessels of every kind of service. By weight also for the lampstands of gold and for its lamps. Of gold by weight for every lampstand and for its lamps. And for the lampstands of silver, silver by weight for every lampstand and for its lamps, according to the use of every lampstand. And the gold by weight for the tables of showbread, for every table, and silver for the tables of silver, and the forks, and the basins, and the cups of pure gold, and for the golden bowls by weight for every bowl, and for the silver bowls by weight for every bowl. And for the altar of incense, refined gold by weight, and gold for the pattern of the chariot, even the cherubim that spread out their wings, and covered the ark of the covenant of Forever One. All this, said David, I have been made to understand in writing from the hand of Forever One, even all the works of this pattern. David said to Solomon his son, Be strong and courageous and do it. Don't be afraid, nor be dismayed, for Forever One God, even my God, is with you. He will not fail you, nor forsake you, until all the work for the service of the house of Forever One is finished. Behold, there are the divisions of the priests and the Levites for all the service of the house of God. There shall be with you in all kinds of work every willing man who has skill for any kind of service. Also the captains and all the people will be entirely at your command. David the king said to all the assembly, Solomon my son, whom alone God has chosen, is yet young and tender, and the work is great, for the palace is not for man, but for Forever One God. Now I have prepared with all my might for the house of my God, the gold for the things of gold, and the silver for the things of silver, and the brass for the things of brass, the iron for the things of iron, and the wood for the things of wood, onyx stones, and stones to be set, stones for inlaid work, and of various colours, and all kinds of precious stones, and marble stones in abundance. In addition, because I have set my affection on the house of my God, since I have a treasure of my own of gold and silver, I give it to the house of my God over and above all that I have prepared for the holy house, even 3,000 talents of gold, of the gold of Ophir, and 7,000 talents of refined silver, with which to overlay the walls of the houses. Of gold for the things of gold, and of silver for the things of silver, and for all kinds of work to be made by the hands of artificers. Who then offers willingly to consecrate himself today to Forever One? Then the princes of the fathers' houses, and the princes of the tribes of Israel, and the captains of thousands and of hundreds, with the rulers over the king's work, offered willingly, and they gave for the service of the house of God of gold 5,000 talents and 10,000 darics, and of silver 10,000 talents, and of brass 18,000 talents, and of iron 100,000 talents. They, with whom precious stones were found, gave them to the treasure of the house of Forever One, under the hand of Jehiel the Gershonite. Then the people rejoiced, because they offered willingly, because with a perfect heart they offered willingly to Forever One, and David the king also rejoiced with great joy. Therefore David blessed Forever One before all the assembly, and David said, You are blessed, Forever One, the God of Israel our Father, forever and ever. Yours, Forever One, is the greatness, the power, the glory, the victory, and the majesty. For all that is in the heavens and in the earth is yours. Yours is the kingdom, Forever One, and you are exalted as head above all. Both riches and honor come from you, and you rule over all, and in your hand is power and might, and it is in your hand to make great and to give strength to all. Now therefore, our God, we thank you and praise your glorious name. But who am I, and what is my people, that we should be able to offer so willingly as this? For all things come from you, and of your own we have given you. For we are strangers before you, and foreigners, as all our fathers were. Our days on the earth are as a shadow, and there is no remaining. Forever one our God, all this store that we have prepared to build you a house for your holy name comes from your hand, and is all your own. I know also, my God, that you try the heart, and have pleasure in uprightness. As for me, in the uprightness of my heart I have willingly offered all these things. Now I have seen with joy your people that are present here offer willingly to you. Forever one, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Israel, our fathers, keep this forever in the imagination of the thoughts of the heart of your people, and prepare their heart for you. And give to Solomon my son a perfect heart, to keep your commandments, your testimonies, and your statutes, and to do all these things, and to build the palace for which I have made provision. David said to all the assembly, Now bless forever one your God. All the assembly blessed forever one, the God of their fathers, and bowed down their heads, and prostrated themselves before forever one and the king. They sacrificed sacrifices to forever one, and offered burnt offerings to forever one. On the next day after that, even 1,000 bulls, 1,000 rams, and 1,000 lambs, with their drink offerings and sacrifices in abundance for all Israel, and ate and drank before forever one on that day with great gladness. They made Solomon the son of David king the second time, and anointed him to forever one to be prince, and Zadok to be priest. Then Solomon sat on the throne of forever one as king instead of David his father, and prospered, and all Israel obeyed him. All the princes, the mighty men, and also all of the sons of King David submitted themselves to Solomon the king. For everyone magnified Solomon exceedingly in the sight of all Israel, and bestowed on him such royal majesty as had not been on any king before him in Israel. Now David the son of Jesse reigned over all Israel. The time that he reigned over Israel was 40 years. He reigned 7 years in Hebron, and 33 years he reigned in Jerusalem. He died in a good old age, full of days, riches, and honor, and Solomon his son reigned in his place. Now the acts of David the king, first and last, behold, they are written in the history of Samuel the seer, and in the history of Nathan the prophet, and in the history of Gad the seer, with all his reign and his might, and the times that went over him and over Israel, and over all the kingdoms of the countries.